Welcome to Lessons in Dyslexic Thinking, conversations with some of the world's most inspiring dyslexics, where we learn what dyslexic thinking is and how we can employ it to change the world. This Lesson in Dyslexic Thinking was recorded live at the World Dyslexia Assembly in New York City. Our first chat this evening is with New York's very own Mayor Eric Adams. Mayor Adams came to power with a promise to get stuff done. He promised to train all teachers to spot and empower dyslexic thinking in every classroom in New York using our training. 3 months later, it was done. Here to tell us how his dyslexic thinking helps him to succeed in what he does is Mayor Eric Adams. So pleased that you're here. I'd love to talk to you about your own dyslexic thinking and how you think it's impacted and helped you to do what you do. Like many dyslexics, you are able to see the big picture. You're able to quickly look across a lot of information and get to the crux of a problem. It's going to be a lot easier to get things done if you can do that. It's a brilliant problem-solving skill. Tell us why you felt so passionate about dyslexia and how you use that thinking to really get to the crux of that.
Well, first, we were living almost a Shakespearean tragedy when you have gifted young people who learn differently were actually ostracized from society. And growing up in South Jamaica, Queens, for many years I would walk in the classroom and you'll see on the back of the chair the dumb student. And children in their innocence can be cruel to those who are different. And, Mommy didn't know what was wrong with me. Many teachers thought I was lazy. And it was just a painful moment. And you stand up and you have to read and you stumble over the words and you cringe and you start to think differently about yourself. The experience and that evolution of sitting in college one day, and I can remember like it was yesterday, hearing a young lady listening to a documentary on dyslexia. And I heard it and took it out and listened to it. And I said, damn it, I'm not dumb, I'm dyslexic. And it was like a load off my shoulders. And as I went through life, I'm the mayor now, but that wasn't who I wanted to be. I wanted to be a computer programmer. And those skills sort of prepared me for this journey now. And so I say to everyone who may have a child that's dyslexia, they just learn differently. And we need to give them the systems and support. And I'm just really proud to have a chancellor that gets it. And we are going to really, partner with an organization like yours and just really move this conversation forward.
And who helped you to spot your own dyslexic thinking skills? I know you're very passionate about the strengths, just as we are. Did somebody help you, or did you find your own way with that?
The help came from the video, and that's why artists are so important. It's more than what we view. They can alter our lives. And once I identified that I was dyslexic, I reached out to some of the teachers that were at the college and stated that I saw this video, and I had no idea what dyslexia was. Back then, our parents didn't know. They had no idea. It was just that if your child didn't comprehend information, that child was considered to be just lazy, he was dumb, he didn't give it his all. And, Mommy would sit up and just study with me late at night, hoping that I would retain the information. And I really believe she has 6 children. She loved them all, but she adored me because I think she adored me because I was dyslexic and she didn't know that. And she was just giving me all that care. And so having that parent and support system is crucial to overcome any form of difference in how you learn.
Yeah, having that champion is just, it's totally life-changing, isn't it? And it's often a mom or a parent. And do you think that your dyslexic thinking helps you in your work as mayor?
Oh, without a doubt. I would not be mayor if I was not dyslexic. It's very fascinating. Whenever I run into successful people who own their own business or doing something in some tech, they'll pull me over and say, hey, I'm dyslexic, you know. And there are so many successful people who are there. But think about this for the moment. Let's look at the other side of it. 40% of the inmates at our jail, Rikers Island, are dyslexic. And I was on the pathway to join that rank. I felt, why was I going to school? I was tired of being humiliated. I started participating. We used to have illegal numbers in this city, and I was one of the top illegal number runners in the city. I just found I needed to find another way to survive. Imagine if we were doing what we're doing now with dyslexia screening and phonics for all of our children. We would not be filling our jails. The goal is not to only close buildings that house people who break the law. The goal is to close the pipeline that filled those buildings, and dyslexia is one of those pipelines we need to close.
%. It's really vital we do that now. It shouldn't be happening, but we also know that these people have such brilliant things to offer.
So true.
So, how do you think your 7-year-old self would feel if he looked at your success now?
You know, oh, that 7-year-old Eric. It's amazing that children will always want to have the creativity that their unbelievable minds really allow them to have. I think the worst thing in life that happens is when 7-year-olds grow up to be adults. If we can maintain our creativity, and I knew that there was something there. I knew that there was something that was better, and I felt in my heart that I was better than what I was going through. And staying up late and reading and studying, and those days of, oh my God, I used to fear when the alarm clock went off, and I thought, someone's bringing back so many emotions right now, but because I just didn't want to have to get up in the morning and go into this class. And so if I can just talk to that 7-year-old right now, I would just tell him or her, it's going to be all right. That's what my mommy used to say. She was whispering in my ear, baby, you got this. You got this. And I wish I could just lean in the ear of those young children right now who are living in an area of uncertainty, and particularly in areas where you don't have the luxury of your parents understanding. My goal as the mayor is just constantly to whisper in their ear, baby, you got this. You got this because your mayor got you.
Yeah. Mayor Adams, thank you so much. I think that is just the most perfect place to stop the conversation. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Thank you.
Great being here.
Join me next time when I'll be talking to the star of Shark Tank and queen of New York real estate, Barbara Corcoran, about how her dyslexic thinking helped her to take a $1,000 loan and turn it into a $66 million real estate business.